Well, I always say that, and I'm sure you also know this proverb, that it's a tree that bears fruit that attracts stone. You hardly can see people throwing stone at a dry palm tree. But if you see a mango tree, when it is in season, just watch. People pass it, they will throw stone at it. So, I think that is my lot, But my report card is also very, very clear. And I think you, my comrade, should help to also interrogate the process. How is the performance of a national working committee? How should it be evaluated of a political party? I think, to start with, the evaluation must certainly include how many elections did you win or lost. Last week or 2 weeks ago, we saw the British Labour Party leader saying he accepts responsibility for the crushing defeat that the Labour Party suffered under his leadership, and offered, in principle, having accepted responsibility, that he will not lead the party to the next election. So he's going to resign, because under his leadership, the party was rejected by the British electorate. In my own case, and I challenge anyone to say that any of these are not true. In my own case, we, 3 of us here, along with all the members of the working committee, we were sworn in on the 24th of June at about 6 p.m., 2018. 2 weeks later, we went to Oshu to contest election against a PDP incumbent, Fayose, in Ekiti State. And we won. And Kayode Fayemi is today the governor of that state. A few months later, we went to Oshu State. We contested election. We won a by-election. And we have Oshu governor elected during his first term. Then we went to the national elections. You know all the tension in the country at the time. You know all the hostilities. And again, before then we went to Ondo. We also won the Ondo by-election. But that was not done under my leadership. That was the previous one. I'm limiting myself to those two. And then the national elections. The gap between President Buhari and former candidate Abubakar Atiku, was about 4 million voters. The one between President Buhari and Jonathan in 2015 was about 3 million. So under this leadership, this president had more votes than the first runner-up. We like to claim credit for that. Because if it went the other way, so we'll be crucified. The National Assembly, we had all kinds of contestation. Do we give them ticket? How, because the opposition was determined to turn APC to minority in the two chambers of the National Assembly. And we had to do what we had to do to persuade the senators to stay. We are still the preferred party of choice. And we marketed those senators. We backed them up with logistics. We backed them up financially from the party's coffer. And at the end of the day, I'm proud that we won more Senate seats and we won more House of Rep seats. But even more outstanding, if you ask me, is that we also had majority in 2015, but the party didn't have the capacity to manage its majority creatively and make the best out of it. The result was that you had a Senate president that was of APC and a deputy Senate president from PDP, even when APC has clear-cut majority, because we could not manage our numbers. This year, or last year, you will bear witness to the fact that we did our homework, we carried out extensive consultation, extensive persuasion and negotiation with the members of the National Assembly, and the party zeroed on a Senate president, a deputy Senate president, a speaker and a deputy speaker, and will mobilize and walk around so that even with secret ballot, these two senators, Senator Amelawe Amaj, Senator Omoagegi emerged as deputy. And in the House of Rep, Senator Bajabi Amila emerged as speaker. And you heard the Wase emerging also as deputy speaker. All the preferred candidates. So, I mean, a party that couldn't manage its leadership before, this time we did that. And the other principal officers were subsequently elected. The letter from the NWC to the Senate and to the House of Rep was read on the floor of the Senate and House of Rep with respect to the other principal officers that are zoned to the ruling party. And we did that without any acrimony. So, thereafter, we've gone for a by-election in Kogi, and of course we won. And Kogi election is extremely significant because it is the first time since 1999 that a person, by Nigerian manner of speaking, can be said to be a minority, not coming from the major ethnic group in Kogi State, a minority person won the Kogi election. I think that's something that is worth celebrating. And then we went to the heart of the John Nation, and we won so convincingly the governorship election in Bayelsa State. And as you can see from newspapers, it is PDP that are probing themselves as to how did that happen. They are not saying we rigged them out, but they are saying that some PDP people did anti-party activities. They are accusing themselves as to why do they collaborate with APC to win that state. So how we can get opposition to work with us to deliver his APC in the heart of the John Nation under our chairmanship, I like to think that that is something that is positive. So if the reward for this accomplishment is that 1 week later, so people say they don't want Comrade, that is, I've been in NSC, as I'm protesting against government, some people are also sometimes protesting against me within the NSC. That is the way the world works. So it must be a strange world where you have everybody supporting you. The fact of your accomplishment, even you are a journalist, when you get a scoop or you write a story that is a award-winning story, why some people are commending you that this is a very, very seasoned, analytical, investigative journalist. So we say, am I not also a journalist? Why am I not also attracting this level of commendation? So in every aspect of life, you will have supporters, you have opponents. Even God, our creator, even those who admit to his awesome powers that he created heaven and earth, how would you see people lamenting that, how can God give me so little and give this man so much? Even as we are according not to jealous. So, yes, there are people who canvass those views, but there are also majority of people who think that APC has not done badly. In fact, we have done very well, if you ask me. And you must have also read, ironically, people say, my brother and friend, Mr. Secondus, PDP appear to have been losing every election. And that they want him out. I think there's somebody who wrote something in Kano and said, why APC gave financial support from our own resources to support our senators and House of Rep. PDP doesn't give kobo to any of their candidates. But we did. We did for the first time. We didn't do so in 2015. I can point to a lot of innovation that we have brought on board. But as I say, the reward for hard work is even more work. And those who are determined to criticize you, don't ever deceive yourself that if you do well, they will stop. But I think, for me, that is an incentive to recognize that we must continue to think creatively and, see to it that we are able to manage the party. I am very confident that our party is stronger today than it was before I became the chairman. And going forward in 2019, there are things we have ironed out. I don't need to share all of them with you here. In 2020, that we are going to do differently to ensure that we take into account all the experiences gained in 2019 so that 2020, our party will be stronger, more coherent, more peaceful. But don't make mistake, there will always be some eternal discontent because You are talking of 774 local governments. And in each of these local governments, you are having activists, pacifists, the hawks, the doves, all within the same family. So they're about to happen. What matters is our capacity to talk to them and have them resolved. Thank you very much.